Parties happen warm for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me with the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's second and 7. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. He finds Robinson. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. The Steelers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 2.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Fielded at the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team, because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown! Darnell Washington with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
3rd and 9 here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Quickly into the hands of Robinson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now runs straight ahead with one. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Jaguars 7. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Lawrence will throw.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is him. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and a couple. Bigsby once more.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone.
Now they can't bring him down.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So no, because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This now a 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And this returnable for Rager.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Second and 9. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Lawrence. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Touchdown!
Take Bigsby.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jags have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jaguars 21.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for the Jaguars.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. Most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Harris running straight ahead, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Stephen Carter, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now up to 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting.
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket, and boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This will be taken at the 10. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Steelers 42, Jaguars 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 3. is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Here comes Rager.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing now, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Tank Bigsby
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On the give, this is Harris.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
On play action, they'll throw.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This is 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he'll get a 1st down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, These offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everyone.